Welcome to the Let's Try to Play Puzzle-thon with me, Matthew Gaddis, aka Puggy. So yes, I am going back to the puzzle games, and back to another Tetris game that is for the PS1. Yes, for the PS1, but it was also released on the Game Boy. However, I've not found many copies of the Game Boy version. I have managed to buy a copy of the PS1 version, and I am playing this on my PS2 because I don't know why. I kind of prefer it for playing PS1 games over the PS3, even though the problem with the PS2 is that it still has to rely on memory cards. But never mind. So we are going to play Tetris Plus. Yes, which is weird. That's saying that because after this, there won't be many Tetris games on the PlayStation after Tetris Worlds, which I do actually have, but never mind that for now. This game was released in 1996, so I guess a year after the PS1 was first brought in over here. It's produced by Jaleco, which is a name I have not heard in many years. I'm guessing it has the backing of the Tetris company. Given that this will only be a one-off thing, I'm going to try and press the X button. If it still shows up, I do actually have a PS1 memory card lying about here in my, my other bedroom. So, yeah. And then I'll press X, and hopefully we can begin. So, yes, it does look like it was, made by the Tetris company, unlike Tetris Attack, which was just a reskin piled upon with Yoshi in it. So yes, and there is a story to this story. Seriously, about a professor and his assistant. Seriously, this one actually has a story. Is it too much to add? And it is something from the 90s, an anime, or at least very much borrowing from an anime, I dare say, because, yeah, that's totally an anime, isn't it? But, yeah, it's weird. Anime did not really begin into the thing, until like we're going to go over here, I'd say about 97, 98 with the Pokemon anime. Even then, that won't really big until like 1999. Classic mode, puzzle mode, edit mode, and option mode. Well, what do we get with the game settings? Okay, this is... Well, I am used to Tetris. I'm not used to Tetris Plus, mine, but there you go. So I'm gonna go with classic Tetris, just as I did with Puyo Puyo. So yeah, the classic Tetris is how you played it on your Game Boy. So yeah, the main gameplay for Tetris Plus there is very different. In fact, this is kind of like an arcade game. Given that I've never played this version of Tetris, then yeah, this is kind of like an arcade game. Seriously, how the setup is, certainly. Did Jaleco make arcade games? I don't know. Some of their games are available on the I know on the Switch, but they're under a different dare I say brand of ownership now. So yeah. So going to this game on the PS1. Keep in mind that the last PS1 game I tried to do in HD was Mr. Driller. And that did not come out so well for me, so to speak. But, okay. It does hold up rather nicely. Even if it is from the 90s. Well, don't knock the 90s. It's not for video gaming anyway. We're a much better time than nowadays. So I'll move you over there. And, certainly down you go. That is going to go to that side. Yep, definitely. Okay, let's put you down there. And double. Yes. Okay, so this is Tetris like you remember it, although in full colour. Yes. Kinda have covered Tetris 2 on the Game Boy. I would actually like to get my hands on Tetris Plus for the Game Boy. Just to see how it handled on Nintendo's classic handheld. Seriously. But, yeah. This is most definitely like classic Tetris. Well, it is classic Tetris, what am I saying? Seriously. If anything, playing out with my DualShock 2 controller isn't great, really. Because there is a slight delay with the controls on my end, but that's just me, really, being an idiot. Yeah, I'm being an idiot. Alright, let's just, yeah, I did that on purpose. Game over, man. Game over.
Game over.
And this isn't the only Tetris game on the PS1. There is also the next Tetris. Yes, seriously, that is a thing. Okay, so I'm not going to restart the game just to get out of this mode. So, yeah, no, not going to do that. If anything, I do prefer... In terms of control, I do prefer the Game Boy version. That's a bit unfair on the PS1, I think. That is a bit unfair on the PS1, because, to be honest, for this game, I am playing this on a very worn DualShock 2 controller. Seriously, don't get me started on my PS3, seriously. The controller on that one's so busted I had to throw it away and buy an official Sony controller instead. Seriously, that's how bad it got for me. Alright, there we go. But yes, I had to buy an official Sony one. And I still don't have a relative way of charging it either, so that's out. Okay, that can go there.
Single. Single.
And there we go. There. And double.
Single.
Yeah, I may well be quite at various points in this one, to be honest, because I'm an idiot.
Single.
Yes, I am an idiot. Okay, that's not gonna fit. No.
Single.
Now they're coming down faster. But no, I'm gonna put that down to me rather than the game. Seriously, because me putting them in the wrong place was down to human error, not the game itself. So yeah, I'm not going to blame a game from like more than 26 years ago now. Seriously, so I'm going to put you there. Okay, now I'm losing me tack. My tack, I mean my gaming thing. Oh, fuck. Alright, so have that right. You go over there. And you go over there, okay.
Single.
That can fit in there.
Single.
Okay, now you're just making me pile them on, which is no fun at all. Now it leveled up.
Single.
Yay. In the wrong way, of course.
Single. 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 Single.
Okay, put you to the right.
Single. Single. Single.
Okay, this is fun. I'll take it back. This does look more fun than the Game Boy version. Yeah. Sorry if I'm quiet, but there you go. Those are games require concentration, and you know how I am about that.
Single. Single.
Oh, that was bad. Yeah, give up. Besides, there's more to this game than just this mode. Seriously. Game over, whatever. Is there any way to make the countdown go faster? Because, yeah. And I don't know if it actually plays the, classic, polka. Seriously. But, there you go. And no, I'm not going to press the button again. Definitely not. Definitely not. I'm not going to do that. And it's nice to see that sprite of the sleeping professor there. So yeah, that is that. Anyway, what else? Well, I could try puzzle mode. Yeah, we saw that. You skip that cutscene. Why does a Tetris game need a story mode? Or any puzzle game for that matter? I mean, it was the same with the Buster Move series, or Puzzle Bobble even. So yes, I might give puzzle mode a go. So yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, seriously, I'm not doing so well with this one. But let's see. So, I'm gonna go new game. Egypt? Yeah, just don't get hit with the curse of Anubis or whatever. Secret tunnel, what? Yeah, this is amazing. Oh no, what's wrong? We can't go forward. The blocks are in the way. We'll have to use our brains. What? Ah yes, because this game decides to combine Tetris and Tomb Raider. Imagine that with something like Lara Croft though. Yeah, she'd probably just well, solve the puzzle. Maybe use her guns. Seriously. Yeah. This is only the first one. If anything, it reminds me of that Columns game. I think it was Columns 3, that's it. Columns 3 on the Mega Drive, which I did sort of I have covered in my puzzle-thon, so yeah. Yeah! Never mind any injuries for our intrepid professor there. Seriously. It belongs in a... I can't say it, a museum. Yeah. Sorry, I can't sound like Indiana Jones, which is the other thing this game obviously borrows from Indiana Jones. Seriously. Okay, gonna have to put it on top. Okay. Doesn't affect the professor? What the hell, game? I'm quite surprised it didn't affect the professor. Seriously. But he keeps falling down anyway, so... fuck it. Down you go. Okay, you'll have to go to the left. You go to the right. There. Sorry, Professor. You're about to get skewered. Hey. Lara had to go through a lot more than you did. Seriously. Remember the, we close to the treasure? Apparently, yes we are. But anyway, yeah, Lara had to go a lot more than you... than your mustachioed ass. Another thing, it reminds me a bit of Mario for some reason. Yeah, what is it with Japanese video games and mustache men? Seriously? I swear that guy could pass as like Mario's dad. Did Mario even have a dad? I don't know, because Mario's backstory keeps messing up so much, it's hard to tell. Okay, well, I fucked this up, haven't I? Yeah, apparently they're breaking puzzle mode. Good to know. Good to not know. Okay, they break. Yeah, I think I'm screwed. Yep, definitely screwed.
Single.
Oh well,
Single.
not a bad game at least. It's actually quite addictive. That was more so than Tetris Blast, and that's saying something. Although it is sad to see the Tetris blocks just blowing up. Seriously, but what can you do? What can you do? Not much really.
Single. Single.
Okay, middle.
Single.
Okay, I'm screwed. I'm just going to... Ah well, there goes the professor. 'Twas not long for this world. Anyway, that being said, I will see you whenever I get in another PlayStation puzzle game. Hopefully maybe the next Tetris. Anyway, I'll see you then. Goodbye!